Hello and welcome everyone to this week's episode of Dragonfable. We are almost done. So, last week we got to Drakesford. This week we are going to do the first quest in Drakesford and then go back to Dragon's Grasp to help out in the latest release. Because yes, we have fully caught up with all the main story releases. Let's get started. First, Cryptic. And then we are going to Fight Fungi. Quests to Drakesford Shore. Let's load this. Now, we are going in search of slayers. Last week we traveled here. We tried to find a place where we could, okay. Okay, this should be good. What was my voice for him again? The scouts have reported a dense nest of fungal growth covering the city. We'll need... Lestrade, he promised to listen to the speaker, and here he is. But here you are, taking charge like nothing happened. Risa. The Great One ordered the Dragon Lords to aid the Green Guard Alliance in retaking Drakesford. Naturally, as the greater force, the Dragon Lords will take charge. And as captain of the Dragon Lords, I am therefore in commanding position. Is that going to be a problem? Dragon Lord, I ask you a question. Is my command going to be a problem? No. Good to hear. As I was saying, the fungal growth has covered the city. We can try to burn it away with dragon fire, but such magic asks a lot of our partners. As such, I propose we enter the city and search for any information that may allow us to reclaim the city from the inside. If I may, I don't think it will be so. You're from the Rose, right? We definitely don't need advice from the likes of you. Suit yourself. Arrogant ass, isn't he? If there aren't any more questions or interruptions, then let's get this expedition started. Dragon Lords, to the front. We'll be taking the main streets, along with our guides. Meanwhile, you Alliance folk will seek out whatever remains of the Dragon Slayers. See if we can get some allies with a better understanding of the situation. Meanwhile, we'll have the dragons burning away at the top in shifts. We cannot allow this to spread any farther. Move out! Hunter, you had a concern. See here, Fluffy. And off to the top again. Hansa, you had a concern. It's probably nothing. Are you sure? If there's anything bothering you, we should be aware of it. Your insight is always valuable. Despite everything, as my world comes crashing down around me, I fall back on spite, unfamiliar, thorny conflict. You have only been welcoming. I should not hold you to account for Lestrad's words. So, what did you want to say? Did you sense something? This fungus, it goes deep, deeper than I can see, under the water and farther below. Whatever it is, it's alien to me. I cannot determine its nature. But I do know we're only, literally, scratching the surface. So, we should be prepared for anything. Thank you for the information, Ansa. We'll have to be prepared for the unexpected then. None of you think you should have some sort of protection against the fungus? You don't happen to have any extra containment suits lying around, do you? No, we do not. But inhaling the spores of whatever this is cannot be healthy. We thought to bring it up with the Dragonlord captain, but he appears to be resistant to suggestions. I haven't heard any adverse effects from the Dragon Slayers, although I haven't heard from the Dragon Slayers in some time either. While I understand the Magisterium may have some unflattering views of the lands outside of our borders, I think our policy of not ingesting foreign material into our bodies may prove wise in this case. There may be long-term effects that are not immediately evident. You may begin to sprout mushrooms, or one day suddenly find yourself unable to breathe, or lose bodily functions years afterward, or... I think they get the point, Astromir. I think I can provide a solution with wind magic, but I'll need to focus and it will be quite draining. That's only a temporary solution then. We'll need to find something more permanent. We'll need to find something more permanent while we can. Slava and I are not fighters. We can work on some protective headgear for you while we proceed with our task. Thank you. Let's go then. Kalrath, do you know where the Dragon Slayers were holding out? A lot has changed since last I visited, but I think I can find the way. My magic is ready. Lead the way. This isn't just nature magic. The way the fungus blocks out the light from above. There's darkness here. So, this is Drake'svard. I believe they have a slight weakness to light, if I recall correctly. So, is that a person? No. It is a hollow human. Wearing heels, so yeah, just stun. See, these are partially immune to the stuns. Ah, they have a fire weakness. Okay, then let's show this one towards fire. And then show this. And so we will fight against these hollow humans. I know exactly what to do now. Steal a potion to full heal. And then attack. So, we can go one way here. Then... whatever they are, they will not stop us from reaching our goal. We can go up here and fight these two. Oh hey, that one is shred. That is... well, let me look up because I know who that is. They have a interesting name. Let's see. It's Shoridehotep. Shoridehotep. That's the squirrel there. These fungus are threatening, most certainly. Unfortunately, they also are quite good against immobility, and Fluffy only ignores 5 points of immobility resist. Which isn't enough to guarantee a hit or two. Let me turn off weather effects. That should make this run a bit smoother. And this is a glowing mushroom cap. Certainly won't have any effect on what we're eating here. See, quite a bit smoother than before. And we got a crit in it, so that is a nice damage amount. Let's just hope beyond hope. These are quite good at critting, so that is unfortunate. Shield, then heal. Because, yes, I am not yet going to eat the mushroom cap. Because we will need to fight a boss at the end of this. And that boss is dangerous. Quite dangerous indeed. I knew this forge. Like, if we go here, we can fight these two. And I think I might have screwed us over. Or at least screwed not eating the mushroom yet over. That one is the bigger threat, as these are all focused on crit. See, they have a 100 crit bonus. just by default. The same as 151 is the magic number for facing human for MPM, or well, all resistances, to be honest. The magic number for crit is 200. Let's attempt this one without healing our mana. We will be able to do this without healing our mana. Or well, drinking a mana potion. That is good, because that means that we might be fully healed for the boss fight. I will admit, this is unsettling, even for me. I cannot help but wonder what has become of fair Nibelheim. We will beat that one. Ostromir looks at you like you're insane. Kara shakes her head disapprovingly. But you're fully healed, man. That won't have any negative effects at all. Like, if this wasn't something that is always joked about. Good. Good, good, good. The headquarters was this way, I think. The fungus has twisted everything it touches. That one is a multi-hitter, but nowhere near as dangerous as these. Yes. Now then, illusion, which will allow me to fully heal, stealing potions. Also, yes, these technically are just reskins of the Angry Villager model. Counterpoint, these are also complete restat balances. And that has to count for something, right? Now then, let's deal a lot of damage. And here is the boss. As you look out across to the rooftops of Drakesford, You're filled with a sense of dread and awe. I swear that one looks like a dragon slayer. And it is one. This is the Hollow Dragon Slayer. It has more resistance to fire, and it has its own moveset. Which is rather devastating, as you can see. Ooh. Auto familiarity. Next turn, full shield. Because we could do with that. Yeah, it has an increasing avoidance boost. Luckily, we have an increasing boost to killing it. And now we can actually hit it through its hollow familiarity. Because we have a 106 bonus. There's a reason that Cryptic is a ridiculously strong class. Now then, it is dead. I had my suspicions, but that was a Dragon Slayer. This is awful. Do you suppose people inhaled the spores and were turned into these? It's a terrifying possibility. Quiet, everyone. Yes. I thought I heard something. Seems this base isn't entirely abandoned. Open up! It's Galanoth. I'm with allies. Can it be Galanoth? No, it must be a hallucination. Maybe the Hala ones have learned to mimic voices. But if it's Galanoth, then we could be saved. If you open that door, you'll doom us all. Stop being foolish. If you don't open the door, I'm breaking it down. Yeah, that's Galanoth. Here is the Order of Dragon Slayers. Is it safe? Nope. Still mushrooms. I'm going back. We're here to help and get you out of Drakesford if it's needed, unless you can fight. What can you tell us about what happened? Well, after the eruption, we did what we could to get people to safety. But well, we're dragon slayers, not mushroom slayers. We did our best, but more and more of the hollow creatures kept coming. I'm sorry. The hollow creatures? The things you fought and saw all over the city. They're not people. They're hollow. As far as we can tell, the fungus just kind of produces them. not sure from where. They're so weird. Sometimes we'll watch them almost be human. They'll aimlessly go in and out of buildings or what remains of them, but they don't do anything until they come across something living. Not hollow, I mean. Perhaps an effect of the spores. Are there any other survivors? If it's the spores, they haven't had any effect on us, I don't think. There are definitely other people out there too. We've tried to help. We really have, but it's an extremely hostile environment. I see. We'll have to make it a priority to save any civilians we come across then. What's your name? Oh, I'm sorry, my name is Cord, and you all are? A brief introduction later. And, well, I see. So you're here to reclaim Drakesford and hopefully stop the spread of the fungus. But if refugees have already made it to the mainland, then surely the spores, it's only a matter of time before it starts there. The Great One is using their power to cleanse Dragon's Grasp and the surrounding areas. As a nature dragon, it does, the Great One does hold some sway over such elements, but that is still a relatively small section of Greengard. We have to do all we can. The destruction here cannot be allowed to visit the main continent. Gord, are you and your fellow Dragon Slayers willing to help us out? We have to find out where these hollow are coming from and how we can stop this fungus. Encyclopedia. Search. Let's see. Quests. Sort by last post. It is the to the bottom. No. In Search of Slayers is the quest. Let's see. We could certainly use your help. Of course, of course. We Dragon Slayers will always rise to the occasion, just as Galanoth has. And now that reinforcements have arrived, I'm sure we'll be able to manage. Good to hear. Jaina, if you don't mind, I'd like to speak to the Dragon Slayers. Privately. We'll just wait here then. Thank you. Some time later. There you go, little one. And what if Jaina needs me to grow? Yes, I think it is perfect. We have completed the protective gear for everyone else as well. We have managed so far, thanks to Kara's magic. If we are to enter more spore-dense areas, well, better to be safe, if you ask me. Thank you, Seslava, Ostamir. I could do with a break. Ah, is your private business concluded then? It is. Those Dragon Slayers in fighting shape will join our cause. The others will be evacuated to Dragon's Grasp when possible. While I'm still concerned about the origin of the Hollow, we have completed our currently assigned task. Let us clear a path and regroup with the Dragon Lords. I imagine our information will be of great use to them. And I am eager to learn what they have discovered as well. Okay, so this loot is a self-containment unit. Version 15 point whatever level iteration you want. These are actually quite pretty. And I actually really like this look. I like this look far better than the golden look on the Titan Visage helm. I like that look not as much, not nearly as much. This is a far more functional helm in combat, yes. But as a helm to wear in general, I like the self-containment units. So, we have completed the quest available here. Now, let's set sail. And beat these. Right, these are the light resistant ones, light weakness ones. That's why I was confused on which one was which. These are weak to light. And then we have one. And so we will travel back to Dragon's Grasp because we need to help out a Margolin. See, these are quite resistant to the fire element. And we really mustn't allow that to you get stunned. You get killed. Oh, unfortunate. Luckily, this occurs. And with this one, we can win. Unfortunately, that does not allow us to face these. Yeah. Okay. And so, as we are almost at the harbor, let's just hope that they quickly, and that we aren't interrupted more, and then we can help Bart, who actually has an interesting origin, because Bart was San Robin's a character in a roleplay on the forums, and San Robin decided that it would be interesting to see him here, and I definitely agree with that. We just had a close encounter of the Cthulhu kind. And here is Bart.
Ha! You must be Kenya.
My name is Bart. I'm a traveling alchemist. What's up? My name is Bartholomew, but people usually just call me Bart. And what are you doing here? I heard that people were in need of an alchemist here, and I happen to be quite good at brewing potions, as well as other concoctions. Potions? Surprised that a Moglin does his healing through potions rather than healing magic? I get that a lot. I just never had the magical talent that other Moglins seem to possess. So I learned how to make potions instead. And other concoctions? Well, I brewed different things for different problems. And there are plenty of problems here in Dragon's Grasp. Maybe I can brew something for you if you have any problems. And what happened to your ear? Heh, that's a long story. Let's just say I found myself in a weird place with many powerful creatures. One of them went for me, but luckily only got half my ear. And that is what Sanroven used it in. I need your help. These are not yet available, but let's get to preparations. You arrived at the right time. I need your help with a bit of prep work. You see, I have just arrived too, and haven't had time to stock ingredients for my potions. I know a good place where you can gather them. You might be familiar with it too. I think the alchemists in Falconreach also use the place to gather most of their ingredients. Please, bring back as many as you can. We're going to need it. We're back here. And it was great to be back here for a fight again. Because, yeah, we haven't been here in a long time. These are the fields where you gather ingredients for several potions that Warlick has you make, as well as several other problems that you solve there. However, they used not to have any background music. I love this background music here. It's so restful. And yeah, there are the ingredients you can get here. And various sylph drakes as well. There are a lot of fairies here, and a part of the area actually has death and undead roaming, which is where we can find some of the other creatures. Yeah, let's destroy this Rebald. It's been so long and I like this area so much. Rebalds, sylph drakes. Minx fairies aren't as nice, but the rest of them are. Really? Okay. Let's keep that one stunned, shall we? It wouldn't do for it to escape. And here, well, we don't need to disturb the area. So let's just not disturb it more than we have to. I say as I go to where I am
pretty sure there is no ingredients, but whatever. Oh, hey, there is actually an area here. And then, that is more than half. Yes, that is more than half, so let's not attack it. Instead, we will focus on one of the others with Fluffy. Because yes, these creatures are dangerously irritating if you let them heal. Because they do a full heal for 1 mana. They will always outlast however much damage you can do. Yeah, that's below half. Unfortunate. See? Full heal. Right. Let's lock her up. And now tear her apart. This here is a full heal. And you can get it there. Now, we don't need to beat up that one since we already have a route here. I believe... elementalize this one. Unfortunate. Let's shield. His spirit is only lightly weaker to light, but it's a weakness. Wisp isn't much better. Oh, that crit came in at a nice time. Almost perfect there. And then we have won this. And you can eat that to recover HP. There is one of the ingredients. Whoops, wrong one. That's why I like using the keyboard more, actually, at times. I like the look of that ingredient. I don't know what the name of the plant is, because they don't show up in your temporary inventory, unfortunately. Elemental is back to fire. Because, yeah, no, I'm not doing 10% damage. Ah, this is that one. Unfortunate that my idea to not disturb the wildlife more than necessary failed, but what can you do? Really, this, I just love the music here. That's where the last one is. A Sylph Drake as our final boss, as it were. That, to be honest, is pretty funny. Hopefully, these will help Bart in his potion making. Huh. This one piece of paper is tattered and faded with age. Still, you can make out some few words. For my love, I will find, even if to the ends of. And yes, unfortunately, you have to sit through that every time. Also, in this one, you can get a bunch of. Let's see, Draceford Shores, no. In Dragon's Grasp, you can get, I believe, the entire Alchemist's Journal for as far as it's written yet. And you can get some other things. You can get some junk to sell. 250 worth of junk. All the junk is worth 250, I believe. Let's see. Yes. Yeah, all the junk is 250 worth 250. And the entire Alchemist Journal, as far as you can see it, is there as well. Now then, let's further help Bart.
Jaina, good that you're here. I'm dealing with a lot of fungus-related problems here, and I was asked to find a way to get rid of that pesky fungus that's infesting Drakesford. But it's like they expect me to finish it with a snap of my fingers. My fingers are too fuzzy to snap, Jaina. How am I supposed to do that? Wow, not even a giggle? You're cold.
Not cold. I just sailed back from Drakesford.
Anyway, I would be able to help more if I knew what exactly we're dealing with here. I need you to go to the Northlands and get a bunch of fungus samples for me, so I can analyze them and find a way to get rid of them.
And so, we go to the Northlands. A fungus frost goblin. Okay, these are the light weakness versions. So, elementalize, yes, light. Throw, stun, duo. Right, yes. Damn it. Okay, that was a lucky crit, but that wasn't what I wanted to do. What I wanted to do was this. This is quite a sight, really. See, I believe it is this one that we need. Yes, it is. And then with a V, we will destroy it. This is actually pretty interesting because the usual weakness of nature creatures isn't here. That is fire. They are in fact fire resistant. Whoops, wrong one. Fungi usually don't even have weaknesses. And then we have one. And we win again and again and again. Now then.
Spores collected. Hopefully Bart can do something with them.
That is quite a large mushroom cap to collect spores from.
You found it, you took it, you tasted it. Utterly unfit for consumption. It made you angry that you could not eat it, so you saved it for later. Something to be angry about when a situation arises.
Okay, so yeah, that's another joke at the fact that you can always eat the mushroom. An inedible mushroom is just weird. No, I said sell the inedible mushroom. That's weird, that W, if I click it there. A fungus among us.
Jenga, good that you're here. I'm dealing with...
Back. Turn up the...
Welcome back, Jenga. I've been analyzing the samples you brought me and came to some interesting conclusions. Well, the samples have seemingly different properties and functions. They all seem connected somehow. If they are, it means there could be a connection in their weakness as well. I need you to take the samples to extreme climates to see how they react to different extremes. So, go, jump into a volcano or something.
So, this entire quest line is a bunch of callbacks and stuff like that, and I love it. Because this is Zan's lair. Exactly. But with new music again, which I love. Okay. I completely forgot that there was something like this here. And then one final hit. Given that it got through my block. Right. They get through your block, they don't apply the DOTs. If these even apply the DOTs. Either way, this is a good time for this one. And with this, one. Right. You said these. Kick him. And this is an instant healing pad. Because, well, yes, this might be the same quest as several others in design, if not in actual look. That's no reason to keep in insufficient healing pads and slow healing pads, which I am quite happy about, to be honest. And that's the first imp taken down. Whoops. That dealt a bit more damage than I expected. That one did not. That one was just fun overkill. And then with this. Almost a kill, damn it. Would have been fun if that had been a kill. And so we flip a lever and hear a distant noise. Ah, he resisted the stun. Poor laddie. Now he's in pain and defeated. If I remember correctly, if you don't have this one down, you can just walk over the lava, get a lot of hurt, and then can't go there because that is where the lava ends. They assume level 60 now. Huh. I will have to look at that then next time because, Fight doesn't do much apparently. Science! And we get a hot lava rock, which is, you know, a nice hot lava rock. When you picked it up, it was really hot. Now that it's cooled, it's a normal lava rock. But you can still call it hot for marketing. So, fighting didn't seem to do much. Maybe some intense pressure. How about the ocean floor? I can't believe I'm suggesting that, but it's for the good of the people. And since some fool dumped a bunch of water-breathing potions into the ocean, it should be safe to do so. So go, confer with the fishes. Let's see how the sample reacts to water and pressure. And yes, they are never going to let go of the fact that, as one of the first things you did as a hero, you dumped water, dumped water-breathing potions in the ocean. This is some nice ethereal music. no, this is still using the same old gem here. I still see that gem as an eye and this as a mouth, but this is the eye and this is the control gem. Weevils. I still love the fact that fire is the weakness of water creatures. Puddles really aren't intimidating. They are recolored slimes. Or I think they are... slimes are their recolors. I don't know. I think puddles are the first ones you meet nowadays. But yeah, recolored slimes. Is there a... Now, I know where you have to go for this quest, but last time around I didn't get to see the rest of the area, so I will just go ahead and watch for the rest of the area. Dragonfish zombies. 9 little buggers. But hey, we can't do much about him. And with this, I have one. Ah. This is a nice and deep underground area, but not quite what we need. Oh well, we have had the deepness already explored. That's annoying. Yeah. Really should have just attacked this one with that. And here is a puddle and some dragonfish zombies, apparently. And then with this, we have beaten the first of them. And they really aren't a threat. Like I said, really not a threat. Overkill. But yeah, this also doesn't seem to do much to the fungus. Let's just heal up before we go ahead and face our last group of enemies. Oh, he resisted. Who's a good sharky boy? But yeah, this is the entire area. You're right, the samples are 2. Not much else of note. And we get a mycelium snowball. Which we can sell for, you guessed it, 250 gold. So, now that we have done that, the only thing standing between us and the inn at the edge of time are a few side stories. So let's go ahead and do those, shall we? First off, that's really, really weird. And where is he? Okay, let me go ahead and look up where he is. Where can you find him now? Because he should be near the shop. Near Cicero's shop. He should be here. Let's see if I can find him. Back. We have completed loose ends, right? Yes, we have. this one we have completed. Because I remember remarking upon the cruelty of this. Taking away all his senses. And leaving him alive. And of course, the introduction of some more wonderings about the morality of the rose. Ah. Okay, so something messed up somewhere that one didn't show up. So, a serious encounter. Well, oh. No, it caught up to me. Where did it go? And why am I still floating? Hold on. Ooh. Thanks. What was that? Invisible fear monsters, you know, the usual. You've seen them before? Yeah, beat up a few too. Then would you mind lending me a hand? These things won't leave me alone. The name's Sirius, and you are? Gina. So why are they after you? Later. First we get rid of these sheep monsters. Right. Wait. You're afraid of sheep? Like I said, later. I'll take care of these ones I can see. You can take out the ones you can see. On it. And so we battle a Feargeist. A golem that feeds on fear. And is above good and evil. This is actually really fun to do with the endgame gear, because Verraad is already the weapon that deals ridiculous amounts of damage. Combine that with, you know, dealing evil damage on top of it. But yeah, these are Feargeists. They take on the name of fear. The form of your fears. And these parts are pretty innocuous. I mean, the rose is there and things like that. But the faces are the danger. This is, I believe, a part of Sepulture. I believe that is a part of Sepulture. Then there is Serenity. And Jania. But Jania is not a normal head, but a talking head. Like, it is not just a fear in here. Because Chania isn't exactly our fear. Or well, the fear of the hero. It is those that control Chania to do those horrible things. That makes this such an interesting monster. And here is an herpetophobia. These are... let's see. Ah, damn it. Okay. Herpetophobia is the fear of... let's see... Herpetophobia is the... fear of reptiles. And as you can see, that's quite a reptilian creature. Even though it has very, very weird teeth. Yeah, there's some floating teeth somewhere in that model. And yeah, luckily this turn is a turn wherein I reapply my shield, so, you know, the fact that I have bonus and boost loss isn't quite as important. Now we have something to counteract that. Okay, that's good. Now then, the herpetophobia is... all alone and missing. This was only terrified. Yes, only terrified. That's good. That means that this will be a nice hit. This is a DOT, okay, that's nothing to worry about really. It is mainly the others that you should be afraid of because, well, the others are really annoying to deal with. And now we get to beating up this creature. I guess we're win now. Well, it
It appears I'm afraid of giant mutated lizards now. Wait, you saw it too? I know I'm not afraid of lizards. I have fun as a pet. I'm glad Fluffy didn't hear me call them a lizard. Or a pet. That was something definitely different. It was also something much stronger than these other things. Like it was made to fight. Yes. Well, anyway, thanks for the help, Jaina. It wasn't so bad. Listen, when I was a kid, there were these sheep that... It is a perfectly natural fear, rational fear. What do you see then, brave cryptic? I'd rather not get into it. Anyway, why were those fear guys after you? Well, the woman that created those monsters. The phobiast? Who? The phobiast. She creates those monsters to sell to others. I fought her when she used them to help the Rose kidnap people for a ritual. Well, she kidnapped my sister. That's strange. Phobiast didn't seem like someone to kidnap people for her own use. What did she want with your sister? I don't know. I made it to her boat and saw my sister for just a moment before this phobiast set those fear geists after me. But now that they've been dealt with, I'm going back. Thanks again for your help. Wait, even after being chased away the first time, you're going to go alone? She's extremely dangerous. And if your sister's been kidnapped, I can't just stand by. I'll go with you. I've dealt with the phobiast before. You're willing to help? Really? Are you serious? Right, sister kidnapped, scary monsters. I'd appreciate your help. Another pun like that, and I might reconsider. I knew it. It's getting close, I know it. I can't let it get to me. My creatures will protect me. They will protect me. So, the phobiast... Yeah, she's not the one in control there. It seems the phobiast is back to her old tricks, along with some new ones. What could she be trying to accomplish? And we can get a hawk's calling. A ominous helm. I quite like the look of this, but it's not the best, really. So let's just sell it for a few coins. I can't wait to get to level 80 so that I can do the farming for the level 90 Death Knight gear. Then we can use Death Knight again. Unfortunately, this is not yet here. And this has not been unlocked yet. So, who are you? I'm a rune arcanum, and researcher of all things magic. I'm looking for my sister, and thanks to your help, I know we'll be able to save her. Sister? My sister Cassandra, and I are from the continent south of here. We have traveled across lore, studying the different forms of magic we encounter. And unfortunately, these are not yet available. Because I would definitely like to be able to use a sword like Sirius does. So, we can go ahead and storm the boat. Here. That is the... let's see... Sirius...
Yeah, that's the next quest. Also the only one we have unlocked for the rest of this story. Because we don't have a lot of content for this. Well, a lot of non-cursed content. There's also the image of Dove with Sirius's coloring. That is terrifying.
Alright, we're almost there. So Sirius, tell me about yourself and your sister.
Well, my sister Cassandra and I are not from this continent.
Oh, where are you from?
We're from a continent south of here.
Really? I don't think I've heard much about what's in the south. If I remember correctly, someone mentioned something about elemental titans, dragons, and giants roaming these lands, but I'm not sure if that's true.
I don't know much about that. The south is a pretty big place. I haven't heard anything like that, but that doesn't mean they don't exist.
What brings you here then?
Cassandra, actually.
You two must be pretty close if you followed her all the way here.
We are, though she isn't my sister by blood. Ever since we were little, our families were always close. Her parents were actually the ones to introduce me to magic. They used to teach me about all the different types of magic they had discovered during their travels. They were supposed to teach me how to perform them all until, well, they aren't with us anymore.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Anyway, after they passed, my parents saw to it that Cass was taken care of. We were inseparable ever since. Now, we travel the world studying the different magics that exist on lore, like our parents would have wanted. From the south, Azavir, and now, here.
Well, if it's magic you're interested in, we'll have to have a chat about it once this is over. I know a good amount of magic myself.
She would love that.
I noticed the magic you used to fight. Did Cassandra's parents teach you that to you?
Mostly. It's rune magic, a specialty of ours in the south. This artifact allows me to use it. It's an heirloom passed down through my family for generations. We aren't exactly sure how it works, but it seems to focus magic into something more potent. But enough about me. What about you, Jane?
Not much to tell. I have a world destroyer dragon that I hatched myself, saved the world a couple of times, got frozen for a couple of years, and now here I am.
That sounds a little more than not much to tell.
What can I say? Just the life of an average cryptid. Right. Not more of these guys.
I take it this is part of the course?
Yeah, pretty much.
This one isn't anywhere near as strong, which is actually quite nice. Because these inflict that annoying damage thing. And now that one is dead. Yeah, definitely should shield and then Let's hope that they don't get through with a with any hit, really. Because that's just annoying. Luckily, this attack has some extra powers tied to it. And luckily it seems that they also know how to deal with it. Ow. And we have a negative amount of crit now. So, you know, chance out of 200 to the crit. And we have a minus chance, because that's great. As you can see, I rather dislike it to have that. At least we can still deal damage. With half of them around, we should be able to get through this a bit easier. Especially now that we won't get hit anymore with any of that. $999 health. And it goes down just as quickly as the rest. Oh, well, to be honest, a bit quicker, I think. And those teeth are weird, and I don't think they fit in the general style, so... So, you can go here, and that's Falcon Reach Way, or we can go to Fertra Crossing, which is a bit of a different way, but nope, that isn't the way to the docks. Though, to be honest, I would rather actually check out the rest of the town to see if there aren't any herpetophobias running around there, or just feargeists. That would be bad. And a bunch of these. And yes, that is a no damage DOT, which means that there is no resistance that affects it. Like, Curse is the general no element, usually, or there is the non-element, but no is specifically made so that nothing resists it. This one, attack this one. No, don't be stunned. Okay, that's good. To be honest, it's a pretty smart idea to create a creature that is associated with a fear, while you also have others that are indeed fears that would allow you to, you know, manipulate what they fear and deal with it easier. Not into the Dog's Master's house this time, but onto the dog. There she is. Go away. Is that any way to treat a guest? You've already led this hero to me. You're going to lead it to me too. Lead what to you? I said, go away! See, sheep, perfectly rational fear. No. Wait, that's what you meant by sheep? That sounds like any sheep I've seen. Then you haven't seen southern sheep. That's terrifying. There is no way I'm fighting that thing. Come on, Sirius, we have to have safety system. Yeah, no, he's terrified for a good reason. This is the Aphinophobia. And this is why it's a good idea to be deathly afraid of southern sheep. I just love this design. I also love the fact that what the phobiast is holding is a... So what it is holding is an artifact aligned with either the... what's it called? With either the Infernals or the Celestials. In either way, they are dangerous. Really dangerous, in fact. Guess What do you think you're doing? What? You know how afraid I am of those things. Because the sun... Wait. Phoebe, is this your sister? I'm sorry, China, for misleading you. Why do you want to lead it to me, Sirius? What are you talking about? What's going on? If you tell me, I can help you. Where did you get that? Go away, Sirius, it's coming! You need to put that thing down. Get away from it. Nothing is coming for you. The artifact is messing with your mind. No, you're just trying to trick me. You want that thing to get to me. This will protect me. I won't let anything get to you, Cass. Just put the artifact down. You'll see. You're lying, just like your family. You know I would never lie to you. The thing is messing with your mind. It's holding you hostage. You didn't follow me here because you cared. You only came because they sent you. That's not true, Cass. You know that if I didn't go after you, they would have sent Arcana to drag you. But just... What? You used this as an excuse to get out of your stuffy tower, Prince? Now, I can only imagine the rumors being sold on the streets back home. Prince, wait, serious, I'll explain later. No, no, I won't let you do this to me. I won't! Cass, I know what you're thinking. Don't do this. What's happening? Jaina, run. I don't want you to get sucked into this. Sucked into what? This really sucks. And we get a Mantle of Fear. One of the first purely cosmetic items. I like its look. It works better when you deal non-damage though, or curse damage. Either of those works better really than that one. But yeah, I think that is a good place to cut it off for today. Next week we will take on the... Oh, right, this is not available to be sold. You have to place this in the bank. Or destroy it. I'm placing it in the bank. Done. Back. Next week, I am going to... Not here. To do this story here. The story of Ginkage. I'll see you all then.